Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it, no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
We can officially say good afternoon from Homestead High School. We're here at Pat T. Garden Field on Homestead's campus. And unlike a lot of the soccer stadiums in the area, Homestead does not share their soccer stadium with the football team, or I should say the football team and the soccer teams don't share the same stadium. Nonetheless, this is quite the facility here. You got the artificial turf surface, the green turf on the pitch, and the blue turf that surrounds the pitch. And, of course, the blue and gold that you see throughout here is a perfect fit for these Homestead Spartans. Those are the colors they wear, and this is a battle of unbeatens between Homestead and Mount Vernon. Homestead 4-0 on the season. They started it off with a bang, that 11-0 win over the Leo Lions, and it's been winning soccer ever since. A 2-0 win against Belmont, a 3-0 win against Evansville Memorial. Little South Indiana matchup there as Evansville Memorial came here. And then Homestead knocked off Valparaiso in their most recent game. Valparaiso's 2-3. Homestead won that game by a final score of 3-1. As for Mount Vernon, they come into this game with a conference record, or should say overall record of 3-0-1. They do have the conference record of 1-0 out of the Hoosier Heritage Conference they share with the likes of Shelbyville, Pendleton Heights, New Palestine, Greenfield Central, Newcastle, Yorktown, and Delta. The one non-win for Mount Vernon this season was against Guerin Catholic. That was a 1-1 tie just 3 days ago, back on Wednesday, 1-1 tie for Mount Vernon. That's the only game that they were not able to win. They did win their first 3 games of the season. Have more on this matchup when we come back, including leading scorers for both the Marauders of Mount Vernon and the Spartans of Homestead. You're watching high school girls soccer on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Back here at Tea Garden Field on the campus of Homestead High School, Homestead girls soccer taking on Mount Vernon today on SummitCitySports.com. For Mount Vernon, their leading scorer is Esther Isger. She has scored 8 goals so far this season, and she is a junior. Also worth mentioning that J.C. Cole leads them in assists. She's got 7 of those on the season. There's really nobody close to her in that mark, but of course the season is young. Each of these teams just 4 games into the season coming into today. For the Homestead Spartans, they are very junior heavy, especially with some of their top scorers. Their leading scorer is Audrey Johnson. She wears number 6. She's a midfielder/forward, and she's got 7 goals on the year. Braylee Morris has 4 goals on the season, and McKinley Morris has 2 goals. She's tied for 3rd on the team in goals with fellow freshman Julian Eddy and junior Channing Zariah. My apologies if I pronounced that incorrectly. I've seen that spelling before, Xayarath before. Wayne had a gymnastics star who had a last name spelled that way. We've got 4.5 minutes left to play in this particular game. And by the way, I did reach out to head coach Paco Castillo of the Homestead Lady Spartans coming into this ball game. Get you his comments here as he went on to say about Audrey Johnson and Braylee Morris, the 2 leading scorers. He said, quote, Audrey and Braylee work really well together and complement each other's strengths. Audrey's speed and quickness are her great assets, while Braylee's smooth, crafty on the ball add creativity. Perhaps meant to say craftiness on the ball. Both have a strong love for scoring, and their tenacity helps open up the game for the rest of their team. Again, Homestead is very junior heavy. Their goalkeeper is Emma Canales. She's a junior. And Paco Castillo had this to say about her, quote, Emma, our goalkeeper, has shown tremendous growth and maturity. Her confidence has noticeably increased, and her communication skills have greatly improved. She is more vocal compared to last year, which has strengthened her presence and leadership on the field. Regarding this matchup against Mount Vernon, Paco Castillo had this to say, quote, Mount Vernon is a well-coached team that always seems to bring their best effort when facing us. We've played them during the season for a few years, and last year we tied them. They should give us a good challenge. And this being a non-conference matchup, there is a chance it could end in a tie. If the game is tied at the end of regulation, it will not go into overtime. It's different in conference matches, but this is a non-conference match today here at Tea Garden Field. We're back in 40 seconds. You're watching high school soccer on SummitCitySports.com.
Remember, abusive language or disturbance.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Back here at Tea Garden Field on the campus of Homestead High School. They're going to introduce the starters in about 2 minutes. That's what's on the clock right now. Right now, I'll go ahead and hear some words from our sponsors, or give you some words from our sponsors, including Big Eyed Fish. They've been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. And speaking of Big Eyed Fish, by the way, I can say for myself, they do have genuinely good tasting fish. It's worth going there and getting some fish if you have a chance. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you to find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process, from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you are facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is your answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. We're just about 10 seconds away from the player introductions. That's Mount Vernon on the left. Well, you can't see him because of my graphic, but Mount Vernon is on the left of your screen and Homestead is on the right. We'll go ahead and get rid of the graphic so you can see the players as they come out. Mount Vernon is in the road white on the left side of the screen, and that is Homestead on the right side of your screen, wearing the home blue jerseys. And that's how it is in Indiana high school soccer. Used to work in Minnesota, and over there for soccer, the home teams wore white and the road teams wore the dark colors. That's not the case here in Indiana, not for soccer. The home teams wear the dark colors and the road teams wear the white. But we'll turn it over to our PA announcer for the starting lineup announcements.
Starting lineups for Mount Vernon. In goal, number 1, Ava Stevenson. Number 4, Esther Isger. Number 5, J.C. Cole. Number 6, Sophia Batchelor. Number 7, Greer Stamper. Number 9, Naya McNamer. Number 10, Taylor Grolick. Number 14, Addie Nielsen. Number 19, Kat Simmons. Number 22, Olivia Masterson. And number 24, Alili Montgomery. Head coach is Aaron Britt. And now your starting lineups for Homestead. In goal, 00, Emma Canales. Number 4, Channing Zariah. Number 6, Audrey Johnson. Number 7, Addie Holloway. Number 8, Allison Heine. Number 9, McKinley Morris. Number 12, Kala Wilkins. Number 13, Ashlyn Sagan. Number 16, Billy Yohei. Number 18, Brooke Poppy. Number 19, Braylee Morris. Head coach is Paco Castillo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please stand, remove your hats for the playing of our
We'll be right
national
back
anthem.
after the anthem.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, Big Low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake out bad, oh God. Let her cook, all this talk.
Well, we've had the anthem, and we are just about ready for soccer here at Pat T. Garden Field on the campus of Homestead High School. We do play two 40-minute halves in Indiana high school soccer. And again, there will be no overtime today since this is a non-conference game. So if this game were to end in a tie at the end of regulation, rather, well, it would be just that. The game would end in a tie. One more word from our sponsors as the players get ready to take the pitch. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260 Sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. 40 minutes on the clock. The girls are huddled up. That's Homestead to the right in the home blue, and that's Mount Vernon in the left in the road white. Do have a score to check on. The St. Francis Cougars are in action for their football home opener. They are trailing, though, 7-0 at the hands of Campbellsville, and Campbellsville's on the move. That game's in the second quarter, as Campbellsville has what was a 1st and 10, and they got positive yardage out of that play, and they'll try to keep it to just that as far as the commentary on both games goes. We've gotten that from one of the legends in the broadcasting business. Kevin Harlan did that way back in 2019. He was calling Broncos versus Chiefs, and then he got an update of a game between the Dolphins and the Patriots, and I guess he was watching it on a screen, and he kind of started to call the Dolphins-Patriots game even though he wasn't in New England calling that game. That game did have implications for Patriots versus Chiefs as far as, or for the Chiefs rather, as far as who gets a first-round bye and who doesn't get the first-round bye. Homestead's going to kick it off here as we get ready to start this game. Ref's trying to make sure everybody's set correctly. We're underway here at Teagarden Field. Long kick all the way to Lily Yohe, and Yohe's able to keep it in for now. Little through ball up ahead to number 19, Braylee Morris. Morris trying to set up Zariah. Zariah pushes, gets into the box. Left-footed shot, and that's kicked up over the post. Right over the crossbar on the save by Ava Stevenson. It's going to set up a corner kick. Kick's going to come from the far side of the field. Looks like it's Zariah who's going to handle it for Homestead, the junior midfielder. She's a junior. Audrey Johnson is a junior. Katie Dragan, who may very well come off the bench. Ashlyn Sagan, also a junior. Braylee Morris, also a junior. As that ball is kicked in front of the net, redirected. Was that deflected by Mount Vernon? The official says no. It's going to be a goal kick for the Marauders. Ava Stevenson handles the kick. Homestead with an early chance. And now Mount Vernon looks to respond. Zariah will get a touch. Kind of ran into one of her own teammates there. Morris to her right. Morris continues to work her way ahead. Tried to feed it to Zariah in the box. Couldn't quite get it to her. Here's Yohe. Mount Vernon did win the JV game just before this one, 2-0. As Mount Vernon does get across midfield, that's going out of bounds, and they're going to say a throw-in for Mount Vernon. Sophia Batchelor will throw it in for Mount Vernon. As Simmons tries to feed it forward, Homestead's there on defense, and now a chance for Mount Vernon. That's cleared to the sidelines, and this will be a throw-in for the Marauders. Goes right over that blue turf. Of course, we've got green turf on the pitch, but blue turf surrounds the pitch here at Homestead. Into the box, a chance for the Marauders. Homestead does get there. Up the middle. Back across the field. Here come the Spartans. Right to the middle, looking for Zariah. Zariah with a chance. All too high. I think that was Johnson who set her up, and Zariah looked like she had a sure goal. but it goes right over the crossbar. Homestead was shut out in the JV game, trying to make sure that doesn't happen here in the varsity game. We'll show you the replay here, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. This is a good chance. Audrey Johnson, 7 goals on the season. This time looks to set up a teammate and does a good job doing so. And you see there Zariah was trying to go top of the net, but just shot it a little bit too high. Trying to get it right over Ava Stevenson. As Johnson sends that one toward the box, another chance, cleared out. That's going out of bounds, and it will go outside the flag. Corner kick coming. It's the second corner kick we've had in this game. We're in the 4th minute here at Tea Garden Field. And Channing Zariah, I beg your pardon, will handle the corner kick. She handled the last one. A high kick. Defenders are there. The header. Oh, it trickles in. Braylee Morris. And Homestead leads it.
By Braylee Morris, number 19.
Braylee Morris on the header. And she's got her 5th goal of the season. We'll go ahead and show it to you right here on the replay, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. The corner kick set it up. As Zariah puts it in play, ball just bounces to Morris, and she's able to squeeze it in inside that far post. And it's 1-0 in favor of Homestead. Cleared out of bounds by the Marauders. This throw-in will go to Homestead. Homestead's had a few chances early on. They're able to capitalize on their most recent one. I think that's Addie Holloway throwing it in for the Spartans. A takeaway from behind by the Marauders, and they try to get it going the other way. Right near midfield, Homestead almost had a takeaway. Little through ball. That's Kat Simmons pushing towards the goal, but Homestead has defenders back there. Lily Yohe coming up the field. This ball goes out of bounds, and the throw-in's going the other way. Inside the 6th minute here at Tea Garden Field on the campus of Homestead High School. This ball's rolling out of bounds, and that one's also off of Homestead. Throw-in coming for Sophia Batchelor. Batchelor gets it in. Header goes backwards. Cleared back toward midfield by Ashlyn Sagan, and then that's another throw-in coming up for Mount Vernon. Batchelor the throw-in. Right on the line. That's still in play. Did Homestead kick that out? Yes, they did. Lily Yohe was the one who kicked it out, and she was trying to guard the ball. That apparently no, it did not. It went just barely out of bounds before Yohe kicked it. And another throw-in coming for the Marauders. They've had a lot of throw-ins in these last minute and a half or so. Sophia Batchelor will handle it again. She gets it in. A couple players get tangled up. I think that's Esther Isger and Ashlyn Sagan who got tangled up there. Sagan got the takeaway. But a chance for the Marauders right on the edge of the box. Little through ball. Cleared out by Yohe. Marauders still with it. And now the Spartans take it away. Trying to get it up to Zariah. And the Marauders are back there. How far will that ball wander? It stays in. Zariah gets a touch, keeps it alive. Johnson had it for a moment. And Johnson's got it again. Johnson, with the right foot, sends it wide left. Goal kick coming for the Marauders. You probably noticed that Tea Garden Field does sit in the shadow of Homestead's football stadium. And, well, even with that being the case, it's an awful nice-looking field. As I mentioned earlier, they got the turf surface, green turf on the pitch, which, of course, is common, but you got that blue turf, that Homestead blue surrounding the pitch. Little through ball for Johnson, and that's going to wander all the way to Stevenson, who scoops it up. Just a question of whether or not Johnson would have been offsides anyway. Redirected by the Spartans. Morris going after it. McKinley Morris, the freshman. Not sure if that's a relation to Braley. This ball's wandering toward the end line, and it's going to go out. Goal kick coming up for the Marauders. 9th minute here at Tea Garden Field. I'm told that the temperature out there is 67 degrees. It was 64 degrees when I got here about 11 o'clock this morning. Homestead gets it, and we're going to have a trip call. And as nice as this field is, one of the downsides of soccer team not sharing with the football field is it's harder to tell how far away the ball's being kicked on these free kicks. Into the box. Stevenson knocks it out. And Stevenson's there again on that shot by Lily Yohe. She wanted to throw it out of the box. She can do that. Instead, she punts it. The Spartans get to it. That's Sagan. Sent all the way back to the Spartan goal where Emma Canales sends it out. Canales hasn't had a whole lot of shots come her way. In fact, I don't think Mount Vernon has an official shot on goal yet. This ball's out of bounds. Throw in for Mount Vernon. A touch for J.C. Cole. That was deflected by Yohe, but kept in. Zariah able to keep it in. Looking to go. She's got Johnson. Johnson's way ahead of the pack. Zariah lost a shin guard. Goes for the cross, looking for Johnson, and it's wide. Ball's still in. That sure looked like a shin guard that came off. She's going to want to get that fixed. Maybe it wasn't a shin guard. That was just the first thing that came to mind, but there's something lying down on the field after that push by Zariah. Left-footed shot. Just barely saved by Stevenson. That one almost trickled in, but Stevenson is able to save it. Well, whatever was lying on the field looks like it's been picked up. If I'm not mistaken, usually these players, they put their shin guards on, they roll the socks over them. I played soccer when I was in elementary school and 6th grade and 7th grade. I should say when I was in 5th grade, 6th grade, and 7th grade, and I don't think I developed this habit right away, but as I went on, I started putting the shin guard on, then putting my socks over the shin guards. Takeaway by the Spartans. They get the ball to Zariah. Zariah works her way to the outside. Zariah takes the shot, and that's Stevenson who's there to scoop it up. I think that was Johnson who was pushing towards the ball, and Zariah couldn't hit the shot. Stevenson will punt it away. Left-footed strike across midfield. Sagan. The left-footed boot across midfield. And that ball will wander before Mount Vernon comes up with it. My apologies if I have trouble recognizing some of these numbers. It's golden numbers on white jerseys. That can be hard to tell. As Morris goes after this one, she's able to get to it in time. Check that. That's not Morris. I think that's Brooke Poppy. It's Ball's going out of bounds. Whistles blow, and it's a goal kick. Check that, offsides. Well, you don't see it in the background, but it looks like there is some continued construction going on here on the campus of Homestead High School. They've been adding on to the place at least since 2020. Looking for Zariah. Can she get to it? Got two defenders in close. That one's knocked to the sideline and going out. Throw-in coming up for Sparty. As we're in the 14th minute here at T-Garden Field. Zariah not going to throw it in. It's going to be Yohe who throws it in. She does get it in. Morris goes after it, and I think that went off the Marauders. It did. That's a corner kick. Homestead's only goal so far came on a corner kick. And I believe that's Ashlyn Sagan handling the corner kick for Homestead. Low kick, stays in for now. Sagan has it taken away. Tries to stay with it. Check that, that's not Sagan. That was Johnson, Audrey Johnson. That ball will wander all the way past the end line, and it's going to be a goal kick for Mount Vernon. Subs will come in for Mount Vernon as we are in the 15th minute here at T-Garden Field.
Kendall Lockwood.
Ava Stevenson has it set up. That goes off the head of McKinley Morris. Zariah trying to get to it. She does. Zariah lost it. And a little contact there, and there's a whistle. Going to be on Yohe. Free kick coming up for Mount Vernon. Addie Nielsen will handle the free kick for Mount Vernon as she sends it across midfield. McKinley Morris is there. That was close to being a handball. I thought Morris touched it with her hand. They don't call it, so they'll play on. That one's out of bounds. Throw-in coming for the Marauders. Sydney Jones will throw it in. Jones gets to it. A takeaway by Lily Yohe as Homestead looks to get it going the other way, but Mount Vernon takes it back. It goes past Morris. Morris has the game's lone goal. Header back the other way by Sparty. As the ball continues to change hands, figuratively speaking, of course. Here's Morris pushing. Morris trying to get it to Zariah. Zariah will get there. Defender on. Shot wide right. It did not look like Stevenson touched it, and the officials agree. It's going to be a goal kick. Now Vernon's got it. Now Vernon is from Fortville, Indiana. It's about an hour and a half south of here. Ball still in. But the Marauders take it away. They get it across midfield. And a chance for the Marauders. I believe that's Simmons, Cat Simmons. And good defense there. Is that Poppy? Brooke Poppy? The freshman. She gets it up ahead to Zariah. Close to midfield. The Marauders get a touch. And now Morris gets a touch, but she's got a defender right on her. Morris battling to get to the ball. She does get to it. Morris into the box. Left-footed shot. Goal! She snuck it in. Braylee Morris. 2 early goals for the Spartans.
Goal for Homestead by number 19, Braylee Morris.
And both of those goals coming from Braylee Morris. And Morris had to battle for this ball. We'll show you the replay here, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Braylee Morris gets her initial touch. You see the defenders right on her, but then Morris stays with it the whole way. And then the left-footed strike just snuck it inside that post. And with that, Homestead is up 2-0. And now Homestead looking to push again. The Marauders get to it, and that's kicked out of bounds. And Homestead's making a substitution. Told that's number 26, which is Ashlyn
Entering
Murphy.
the game for Homestead, number 26, Ashlyn Murphy.
Throw into McKinley Morris. Marauders take it away as they look to push. That ball rolling along the sideline, and it's going to go out. Looked like that went out off the Marauders. It should be a Homestead throw-in, and it will be. Another chance perhaps for a Homestead. Johnson got ahead of the pack. Flag goes up. It's going to be offsides. Looked like Johnson put it in, but they flagged her for offside. No, she did not put it in. Ball hit the outside of the net, but it doesn't matter anyway. Again, offsides is the call. And I think that was the right call. Looked like Johnson got a little ahead of the box. Or head of the pack, rather. Try to show it to you here. Beg your pardon, we're not going to have time as the Marauders look to push.
Our player can't come all the way up here. She's got to stay inside the last defender.
Kendall Lockwood went for the through ball. That's cleared out by Homestead. I think that was Brooke Poppy back on the defensive end for the Spartans. And a throw-in coming up for the Marauders.
So she can move to the line right now, but she has to stay there until that girl moves back. Now, after the ball is played, she can move.
Sydney Jones with the throw-in. Jones got tangled up. Looked like the contact was inadvertent. They'll play on. Johnson changes direction. Going to go back toward the middle. Goes down the field. That's going to be another offsides call, and that was as clear as day. I think that was Murphy who got ahead of the pack. Not sure if Ashlyn Murphy is related to Owen Murphy, who's on the Homestead boys soccer team. I believe Owen's one of the seniors. Homestead came up with a 2-1 win against Southside on Thursday in boys soccer. The Spartans have really only played 2 teams from the Fort Wayne area. I don't think they've played anybody from Fort Wayne. They've played Belmont, who's out in Decatur. About a half-hour drive from here, give or take. And they open the season with that 11-0 shellacking of the Leo Lions. That's a Leo team that went on the road to Concordia and got a 3-1 win. It's the Concordia team that was doing pretty good. That ball's headed wide right. Trying to get a look at the jersey number. Just trying to get a look at the jersey number. I thought that was Simmons, number 19, who took the shot. And that was nearly the first goal of the game as she got it past Canales. Yes, that was Kat Simmons, as I'm told, who took the shot. Kat Simmons has had a number of chances. But was not able to put that one on goal. Morris down the field. That's Johnson pushing towards it. The Marauders clearing that one's over the fence. Well, if you're a ball retriever, better have plenty of extra balls that you can throw in. You may have to run a long way to get that one. Spartans pushing. Morris trying to slow it down. McKinley Morris gets to it, finds Braley, and Braley's left-footed shot is too high. That would have been good if this was football. I know we're not on the football field today here at Homestead, but that was definitely high enough to clear the crossbar of an upright. Braley Morris has both goals for Homestead in this game so far.
That's the only thing he wanted to do for his birthday was rent a golf cart to drive around.
Yep. So that's what we did.
The Marauders get to the ball. They try to set up Simmons. Yohe is there. Looking for Zariah. Zariah keeps it in. Zariah along the end line. Works her way to the box. Trying to set up a teammate. Left-footed shot. Deflected. Second try won't go. That's Stevenson with the save. I was told that was number 10 who took the shot. If that's the case, that's Katie Dragan. Sagan gets to it. A little contact there, and the flag goes up. Free kick coming for Homestead.
Don't do it. Get somebody else to do it. But nobody wants to see your girl.
14:24 left to go in the first half.
Good touch.
Lily Yohe all over the field today. She gets to the ball and finds McKinley Morris.
See that?
And it's going to be offsides against Homestead. Looked like Morris was the one who got too far ahead of the pack. Well, not just too far ahead of the pack, she got ahead of the pack too early. Try to check in on that Campbellsville-St. Francis football game. Campbellsville's still up, but it's 14-7 now. And St. Francis is in Campbellsville territory. It looks like they've got a third and really long. Sagan gets the ball. Morris across midfield. Ball gets loose, and the Marauders are there to send it the other way. Cleared out by Homestead, and I think that's an inadvertent trip. It will be a throw-in for Mount Vernon. So we're here in the 27th
Mount
minute.
Vernon, number 12, Bristol Garrity.
I need to put them on Marketplace, but I haven't.
Contact made, inadvertent trip. And I think that's Yohe on defense for Homestead. She's been doing a great job on the defensive end. Johnson surrounded. Johnson trying to work her way through traffic. Continues changing direction. And Aubrey Johnson will send it to the far side.
They got the whole KitchenAid package.
Kept in play.
They did.
Morris. McKinley Morris. That ball gets deflected, and Homestead's got a chance at it. Knocked out of bounds, throw in for Homestead here in the 28th minute.
He's just floating up there.
Use my Lowe's credit card. It's 18 months, same as cash. Like,
He looks like he's going 80 miles.
I am seeing what looks like a Delta plane fly over. We're probably about, I'd say, 10, 15 minutes from the Fort Wayne International Airport. There's a takeaway by Mount Vernon.
That's what it takes to keep the airport. Well, he's descending, so.
I like that.
Battle for the ball. It's out of bounds. I thought that was touched last by Homestead. But they're reacting as if it's a Homestead throw-in as substitutions come in for the Spartans.
Entering the game for Mount Vernon, number 8, Ava Parker.
Jillian Eddy, the freshman, comes into the ball game for Homestead.
For Homestead, entering the game, number 17, Jillian Eddy.
Throwing a little bit too high. Cleared to the sideline, and that ball will stay in for now. Spartans keep control. There's a chance for Johnson. Aubrey Johnson has it deflected. Stevenson able to deflect it just enough to keep it out of the net. Morris trying to keep it alive. So is Eddy. And that's going to be a whistle against Homestead. There was contact made. J.C. Cole boots it down the field. And now Simmons gets a takeaway. Check that. I believe that's Isger. Esther Isger, not Simmons. This ball goes out of bounds. Throw-in coming for Mount Vernon.
Entering the game for Mount Vernon, number 7, Greer Stamper. And for Homestead, it's number
Stamper
15,
coming in.
Audrey Royer.
Audrey Royer into the game for Homestead. That's Sydney Jones to throw it in. And that goes out of bounds. This throw-in should be to Homestead. Oh, no, they're going to say it's going to go to Mount Vernon. Header right on the edge of the box. That was close to a handball. Header back the other way. Johnson trying to get room. Johnson to her right. Pushes upfield now. Little through ball. The cross. Cleared by Mount Vernon. Johnson works her way into the box, gets tripped, and I think that's going to be a penalty kick. And now the officials will call for the clock to be stopped. 8:36 left on the clock. So it's Aubrey Johnson, leading scorer coming into today for these Spartans. 7 goals on the season, taking the kick, the run-up, the shot, goal! Aubrey Johnson, her 8th goal of the season.
Goal for Homestead, number 6, Audrey Johnson.
I beg your pardon, it's Audrey Johnson, not Aubrey. There's a D in her name.
Entering the game
But the
for Homestead,
Spartans
number
lead at
4,
3-0 as Audrey
Canning
Johnson gets her
Gerard.
8th goal of the year. We'll show it to you on the replay, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. This might be the easiest shot that Audrey Johnson's had to take all year long. Just put it in the far corner. And Homestead has a 3-0 lead over Mount Vernon, a team that tied with them last year. As we're here inside the 32nd minute, Spartans will work the ball backwards to Canales. Canales hasn't been all that busy. She's probably enjoyed this day so far. I believe there's only been one, maybe two shots on goal taken by the Marauders, and now here's a chance for Jillian Eddy. She gets ahead of the pack. Eddy pushing, defenders on her. Stevenson comes out. Sierra, goal! Zariah, I beg your pardon. But Homestead is up 4-0. Channing Zariah.
Number 4, Channing Zariah.
7:59 to go, so we'll put an extra second back on the clock. Jillian Eddy, the freshman, gets the assist. Here's the replay.
Number 17 assisted on the play.
Oh, my apologies there. That's the wrong replay. That was the Audrey Johnson PK. Might have to wait until halftime to show you that last replay. Do plan on trying to get these, at least get these goals posted at the half to our Facebook and Twitter pages so you can see those goals. Of course, you can also watch this game in its entirety. You can watch it right now, or you can watch it from start to finish when the game is over. The replay will be available on YouTube. And another goal for Sparty, Channing Zariah.
Channing Zariah, goal number 4 for Homestead.
That's 2 in a row for Zariah. And Sparty leads at 5-0. Well, we'll go ahead and try to show you both of these replays. They are, of course, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. This is the one where Jillian Eddy, the freshman, got the assist. She created the chance, and Zariah came open, put it in with the left foot as Stevenson came out of the box. That's her first goal. And meanwhile, her second goal looked a lot more like this. Again, here's the replay brought to you by Traction AP. As Homestead gets back defensively, but you see Zariah just sneaks it right past Ava Stevenson, and Homestead goes up 5-0. Keep in mind, this is a team that beat Leo 11-0 in the opener. And Leo just got a big win on Thursday going on the road to Concordia and winning that game 3-1. So that 11-0 win for Homestead is looking better and better. It looked good as it was when it happened. It's looking better and better, not just with Homestead out to this big lead against Mount Vernon, who, by the way, is 3-0-1.
Homestead number 6, Audrey Johnson.
It's looking better and better because Leo still playing some pretty good soccer. St. Francis and Campbellsville are now at the half. That's college football.
Entering the game for Mount Vernon, number
here in
19,
Fort Wayne, Indiana. And
Simmons.
it's the first year of the post-Kevin Donnelly era for St. Francis. Donnelly enjoying his retirement after a very long career as the head coach of St. Francis. Multiple national championships under his leadership as Katie Dragan sends it forward to Eddy. Eddy trying to set up Johnson. She's called for offsides. And I'm told that the game is already in a running clock. It's a 5-0 lead. And I must have been mistaken. I thought that rule went into effect in the second half, but here we are in the first half with 5 minutes to go, and now it is in effect. A touch for the Marauders. Again, this is a Marauders team that's 3-0-1, but they're still going to have a possession here on the Homestead side. This will be a throw-in for Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon 3-0-1 coming into this game. Homestead 4-0. And a 5-goal half for the Spartans as this ball goes out. It looks like it's being ruled as a goal kick. Sub will come in for the Spartans.
Substitution for Homestead, number 14,
Jillian Sprinkle coming into the game. Canales sends it over. She hasn't had to do a whole lot of saving today. If I'm not mistaken, the Marauders have only taken 2 shots on goal, but they will get this throw in. No, they will not. It'll be Homestead's throw in. Dragan will throw it in for the Spartans. Knocked away by Greer Stamper. McKinley Morris gets back. Morris stays back defensively as Homestead tries to get it going the other way. Morris across midfield. Johnson gets to it, and Johnson looked like she got grabbed, but she keeps on going. Audrey Johnson has 1 goal already. Shot wide left, still in for now. Can Eddie get to it? Yes, she can. Deflected away. And I think that went out off of Homestead. No, they're going to say out off Mount Vernon. Throw in for Homestead. And it will be Katie Dragan to throw it in.
Come on, Jillian.
Eddie.
Come on.
Into the box. Shot wide left. .38th minute here at Tea Garden Field. And Ava Stevenson will set up the goal kick. Johnson has it knocked away. McKinley Morris has it.
2 minutes remaining in the first period.
That ball's still in bounds for now. There's nobody there in a white shirt, but the ball bounces back in away from the line. Eddie sends it up the field, looking for Johnson. Johnson going quick, gets contacted. Johnson, able to slip it past for the goal.
Goal for Homestead by number 6,
Audrey Johnson, her 2nd goal of the game. We've got 3 Spartans with 2 goals apiece. And my apologies, because we are in a running clock. Stopping the clock when it's not supposed to be stopping. But Johnson, her 2nd goal of the game, she scored on a PK. And now she scores on a fast break.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining in the first period.
We now have 1 minute to go in the first period. Little through ball. Eddie to the right. Oh, knocked away. What a play by Stevenson. And Stevenson just put her body on the line. She might have been hurt as she looked like she was cringing coming out of that. She does look like she's hobbled as she tries to get back in front of the goal. Well, I hope she's okay. Still 23 seconds. Homestead looking for some more. Shot off the hands of Stevenson and a goal.
9, 8, 7, 6.
With less than 10 seconds to play.
3, 2.
And it's Ashlyn Murphy who scores the goal, and it's 7-0 Homestead over Mount Vernon at the half.
By Ashlyn Murphy.
Ashlyn Murphy closes out the half. Well, we will go to our break here in just a second. We do have a few orders of business before I do that. One of those orders of business is to show you this last replay, which I'll do here in just a second as we get our break scoreboard up. Ashlyn Murphy, as the clock expires,
her watch is talking to her,
gets the goal, and I certainly hope that Ava Stevenson's going to be all right. She was limping around. It looked like she was even grabbing her hands, and she had a chance at that save but couldn't get it to go. My guess is something may not necessarily be right with Stevenson. It looked like something was wrong with her leg as she was hobbling around in front of the goal. So I hope that I do hope that she's okay and that the trainers are able to do their job. And who knows, she may have to come out of the game at this point. But for Homestead, it's a 7-0 lead over a 3-0-1 Mount Vernon team. What a game this has been for the Spartans. 4-0 coming in and looking to keep it going in the right direction. Another word from one of our sponsors that allows us to do the games that we get to broadcast on SummitCitySports.com. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge training program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. The Homestead Spartans leading 7-0 over Mount Vernon, and we are back after this break. It'll be an extended break. Do plan to post some of these highlights to our social media accounts. You're watching high school soccer on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you.
Mammoth Scientific is proud.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, and that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, Big Low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake out bow, oh God. Let her cook, all this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Wings, etc.
Well, it's 7-0 in favor of Homestead. What a start for the Spartans. We are at halftime, and we will be in a running clock in the second half. We've got just under 2 minutes. Going to try and show you a couple of these goals. Trying to get some of these highlights posted to our social media accounts. But right now we'll show you a couple of these goals. Braylee Morris gets the first two of the game. Basically, we've got three players who are a goal away from a hat trick. Braylee Morris is one of them. That's her first goal of this game. Audrey Johnson would get her first goal of this game on a penalty kick. Just put it in far right corner, and Stevenson unable to get to it. Stevenson got hurt towards the end of the first half. I hope she's okay, and we'll see if she's able to go back out there. I would imagine she probably won't be. This was good teamwork on this goal. Zariah gets 2 goals. Her first one's right here, and give credit to Jillian Eddy for pushing down the field and setting her up. This defender comes in close to Eddy. Zariah puts it in right corner. And Homestead goes up 4-0. We're back in 40 seconds on SummitCitySports.com.
I could see that.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
About ready to start the second half here at Tea Garden Field. 40 minutes on the clock as the teams are ready to take the pitch once more. It will be Mount Vernon who gets the opening kickoff. The teams will switch sides. 40 minutes on the clock. It will be a running clock as Homestead has already gone up 5+ goals. They've obviously got this 7-goal lead, and if they were to get 2 more goals, let me rephrase that, if they were to be up 9 goals with 20 minutes or less to go in the game, this game would go into a running clock. Or excuse me, I beg your pardon, the game will be done.
You know what? I think at the end of the day, he said something about sorry, dude. He went out watching it. But I thought it was a cut deal, you know, so I'm looking at this.
Don't bring her over if she's not sure.
There's a new goalie in for Mount Vernon, which is not surprising. I think that's Peyton Carter, number 0.
New goalkeeper.
She's the only other goalie listed on the roster. Well, not necessarily. Claire Jarrett is listed as with the letter K, which I believe stands for keeper, as McKinley Morris gets back there for Homestead. And this one goes out of bounds. I think Mount Vernon, nope, it's going to be Homestead who gets the throw in. Homestead's already beaten Leo by a final score of 11-0 in the opener. They're 4-0 coming into today, looking to make it 5-0 as Brayley Morris sends it all the way across the field. Little through ball. There's a defender back there for Mount Vernon. That's going to go out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for Homestead. And they're going to have to throw it in up a lot farther than that. The idea is you're supposed to throw it in at the spot where the ball went out. Now, you're probably not going to get the exact spot, but the idea is you got to get close to it.
The dogs would eat the grass.
That ball goes out. Who's it off of? Off of Mount Vernon. Corner kick is the call. And the Spartans go with the quick kick. Right-footed strike. Morris trying to knock it in, and it's saved by Carter. And Peyton Carter will punt it out. McKinley Morris got a touch, goes for the header. And here come the Spartans again. A little through ball. Audrey Johnson, offsides.
Home Depot up on Lima. That's not unusual.
Mount Vernon trying to change the momentum of this game as Sydney Jones has defenders in front of her, and Homestead slows down Mount Vernon for now.
That's what I had going on.
A near takeaway. McKinley Morris gets her touch, and here comes Sparty. Brayley Morris. Defender on her. Morris lost it. Cleared to the sideline. Will that stay in? Just barely. The Marauders keep it in. And I think that's Esther Isger coming down the field. It's hard to see from here. And again, you've got gold numbers on white jerseys, and that can make it hard to tell.
Next year I can go back and do it myself.
Kept in play by the Marauders, and that one barely stays on the line. That one does not. It goes out. Marauders will get this throw in.
5 to 10 years. Probably 5 years.
That one goes out of bounds. Another throw in coming up for the Marauders.
I'll be 6 foot under. He'll be 6 foot under.
Kept in play by Mount Vernon. Still in. Up the sideline. Deflected forward, and Mount Vernon's got it. Out of bounds.
Yeah.
Throw in coming up for Mount Vernon.
I don't. told Ma, if I'm going out, drag me outside because I'm not leaving. Just put me out in the yard. Peel over.
My apologies, I can't see the number there. That one's going to go on Homestead, I think. That contact from Addie Holloway. And this will be a free kick for Mount Vernon as they try to get on the board here in this second half. Emma Canales going to have to keep on her toes here. If I'm not mistaken, Mount Vernon's only officially taken 2 shots on goal. And this time they score. Number 5, J.C. Cole gets Mount Vernon on the board.
Goal for Mount Vernon by number 5, J.C. Cole.
J.C. Cole on the free kick. And it's 7-1. As that one goes off the foot of Zariah and out of bounds. So we look at this last goal on the kick by Cole. Now we'll have to come out of the replay because Mount Vernon was pushing towards perhaps another goal. That's kept in play by Morris. Mount Vernon controlling the ball here in the second half so far. And we're going to have a whistle against Homestead, and I think that's going on Brooke Poppy. This Mount Vernon team is 3-0-1. Still battling, even being down by what was 7 goals, now 6. J.C. Cole will handle the free kick again. And Cole sends it wide. That's a goal kick. .47th minute here at Tea Garden Field. McKinley Morris gets it. Marauders putting on some pressure, and that one might be going out of bounds, and it does. And the Marauders are going to get a throw in. Marauders coming out with some momentum here in the second half. So they're trying to mount a comeback. It is a running clock. Throw into the box. Homestead is there defensively. That ball is kicked across midfield. Johnson racing towards it, but there's a defender there for the Marauders. Sent right past Johnson.
So someone doesn't think they're playing from this side of the field.
Spartans get a touch. They get it out across midfield. That one appears to still be in right along the line, kept in play by Homestead. And then cleared out by the Marauders. Taken right back by the Spartans as they try to put some pressure on. Morris. Sierra. Sent to the far side, and now here come the Marauders again. Already 1 goal this half, but there's a takeaway by Homestead. And is that going to be offsides? Flag goes up, it will be offsides. So we've got a Marauder player tying her shoe right at midfield, but they're going to get the free kick off this offsides call. J.C. Cole with the only goal this half so far. Header across midfield by Morris. Taken away from behind by the Marauders. Johnson stays with it. Johnson racing around the field, trying to slip it through traffic. And this ball's kicked out of bounds. Holloway couldn't stop herself. And a throw-in coming up for the Marauders. Throw-in by Greer Stamper. Morris to her left. Knocked toward the sidelines. That's going to be a throw-in for Homestead. Addie Holloway will throw it in. Taken away by Mount Vernon as Cole sends it toward the middle of the field. Through ball and cleared out by Homestead. As Canales was coming out of the box, that's going to be out of bounds. That ball gatherer was right on the line when he touched it, and I'm pretty sure he's not supposed to touch the ball when it's in play. Up the field, Homestead has it for now. That's Morris. A through ball, trying to get it through traffic. Defenders are there for Mount Vernon. Ball still loose as they continue to chase after it. Homestead gets a touch. Little through ball. That one goes wide, and there is nobody there in Homestead blue.
Good job, Allie.
That's going to go wide and out of bounds. Goal kick coming. I think that was Allison Heine who took the shot. Number 8 for Homestead. As some subs will come in the game for the Spartans. It's a whole host of subs.
Several substitutions for Homestead.
16, Kendall
Entering
Lockwood
the
is in.
game for Mount Vernon, number 16, Kendall Lockwood.
What is she, 5? 13. Oh, she's still got that. What are you doing?
I think it's cool.
You think it's cold?
Cool.
Oh, yeah, she's a different number of person.
Angled toward the sideline, kept in play by Taylor Graylick. And I think that went off Homestead. Looks like they're going to say it went off Mount Vernon. So Homestead will get this throw in. Or, check that. I think they called it white ball. It's a throw in for the Marauders. Looked like the initial signal was throw in for Homestead. But watching it, it looked like the ball did go off of Homestead. So I think the right call was made in the end. As Katie Dragan battles for the ball, that's going to be taken away, but going out of bounds, Homestead gets this throw in. Audrey Royer will throw it in. Just got it into Ailey Borchers, the freshman. One of the new entries into the ball game. Little through ball. Marauders have a defender back there, and that one's going over the fence, I think. Nope, it stops. Throw-in goes to Borchers. Homestead keeps it in for now. Slipping and falling is Cole, and Borchers has it. Gets it up the field to Jillian Eddy. Homestead looks to push. Eddy gets to it. The Marauders are there. Cleared out by Mount Vernon. Homestead gets it on the back end. And a loose ball. Nobody was ready for that for Homestead. It's taken away by Graylick. Mount Vernon coming the other way. Already one goal this half. They're down 7-0. Clock will continue to run on every goal scored from here on out. Homestead was looking for a fast start, but Mount Vernon got the opening goal. This throw-in will be for Homestead. 26:02 left to go in regulation.
Entering the game for Mount Vernon, number 4, Esther Isger.
Esther Isger back into the game for Mount Vernon. That ball gets deflected. The Spartans clear for now, but Mount Vernon gets a touch outside the box. That's knocked away. And here come the Spartans. Little through ball. Another through ball. That's Jillian Sprinkle racing toward the ball. Can she get there? She does, and Sprinkle has that one deflected. Sprinkle trying to stay with it. Set up the through ball. Knocked away, and that's going to be cleared out. I think that went in front of the flag. It's going to be a throw-in for Homestead. Eddie has it cleared, and that's out off Mount Vernon again. Another throw-in coming up for the Spartans. Loose ball.
Come on, Eiley.
A takeaway by Mount Vernon. They get it across midfield. Looks like Poppy is back there for Homestead. Over to Borchers, taken away by the Marauders as they look to continue pushing. Kept alive by Homestead. Over to Sprinkle. Jillian Sprinkle sends it toward the middle of the field for Murphy. Murphy had the goal right before halftime. Off to the far side. Here come the Spartans. Trying to set up a through ball to Murphy. Murphy works her way around. Battle for the ball. Murphy keeps it in. Shot, and that's going to be saved by Carter. Peyton Carter, the freshman who had to come in after Ava Stevenson suffered an injury late in the first half. Stevenson still over there on the sideline. Cole trying to work her way forward, knocked forward, and I think that was Lillian Vasquez. Now Mount Vernon gets a touch into the box, and this one's going to be scooped up by Emma Canales. Canales hasn't had a whole lot of action today, and she'd like it to be that way, like it to have Homestead in control for most of the ball game, I'm sure. But she's up to the task there. Little contact as Eddie goes for the ball. It's kicked to the sideline by Mount Vernon. And that's going to be off Homestead. Throw in for Mount Vernon. 21:58 to go as subs will come in.
Substitutions for Mount Vernon. Number 12, Crystal Garrity.
Crystal Garrity will come into the game for Mount Vernon. Esther Isger, the leading scorer for Mount Vernon coming into this game. She's got 8 goals. I think the goal that Cole scored was her 3rd of the season. Check on that here in a second. It was earlier this half. Mount Vernon has controlled the ball a lot better here in the second half as compared to what we saw in the first half. So they get a takeaway along the sideline, and that ball apparently rolled out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for Homestead. And yes, that goal was JC's 3rd of the season. Sent forward.
I think I got some panwood straps in my truck.
Contact is made. I think that's going to be on Homestead. It is. Like the contact was made by Ashlyn Murphy. We're down to 20:37 on the clock. Shot into the box, and Canales will fall on that one. That's a short punt by Canales. He'll bounce over midfield beyond the reach of Sprinkle. And kicked out of bounds by Sidney Jones. This is Audrey Royer to throw it in. She throws it into Jillian Eddy. Back to Royer. Can they keep it in? They do. That's Sprinkle who gets to the ball, and then Borcher down the field. There are defenders there for Mount Vernon. But it's cleared out of bounds. That one's going to be a throw-in for Homestead as we're inside the 61st minute here at Tea Garden Field. Audrey Royer will throw it in. Borchers sends it back. Lillian Vasquez couldn't control it. Knocked to the sidelines. That's going to be a throw-in for Mount Vernon. And now a substitution's going to come in. I think that's Claire Jarrett coming in goal. I believe Claire Garrett's the only goalie they have left on the roster, Mount Vernon does. Ava Stevenson was the starter. Peyton Carter.
Looks like Peyton Carter is in goal.
Well, they announced that Peyton Carter's in goal. I thought she was in goal to start the half. I believe Claire Jarrett's the only other goalie on the roster. Shot toward the box. Canales pokes it. Did not grab it. And it's cleared out by the Spartans. Eddy tries to get to it. Stays with it, but Mount Vernon keeps it alive. They try to go across midfield. Another takeaway by Mount Vernon as they're trying to make this game even closer than it's been. Homestead battles right on the box. That's Royer. Still a chance for Mount Vernon, and that's going to be saved by Canales. She actually had to wander to the left of the post. To her left, that is. To get that save. Still a chance for Mount Vernon. The shot scooped up by Canales. She falls right on it. And Canales will punt it out. Maddie Wilson gets to the ball. That's cleared to the sidelines and out of bounds off Homestead. Sidney Jones will throw it in. Throws it into Wilson. Check that. I believe she threw it into Cole. And that kick goes way out of bounds. It'll stop along the fence. Have an update that Campbellsville now leads St. Francis 28-7. And that's college football. Summit City Sports is helping out with that broadcast with the live stream. Jeff Mahoney's over there, and I think he's with Eric Hosmer and Matt Jackson running the cameras and the replays. Of course, the announcer for that game is, as it always is, Joe Parsons.
Go, Eiley.
The veteran sports announcer here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. A throw into Borchers. Battle for the ball. Sent back to the sideline and kept in play. Missed kick there by Maddie Wilson. Homestead got all 7 of their goals in the first half. They haven't gotten one here in the second half. Esther Isger pushing down the field. I thought I heard a whistle there. Play doesn't stop. And there goes Jillian Eddy towards the ball. She gets to it. Defender on her. Eddy to the box. Shot. Goal! Jillian Eddy. First goal of the half for Homestead, 8th of the game.
Goal for Homestead by number 17, Jillian Eddy.
And for Jillian Eddy, that's her 3rd goal of the year. Clock will keep running because we are in a running clock. And that was a fast break chance. We'll show it to you here on the replay, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Just a good through ball, and Eddy with great speed gets out ahead of the pack, and she did not get ahead of the pack too early. Waited long enough before she got to the ball, and then she puts it in bottom left shelf and gives Homestead an 8-1 lead. Cleared to the sideline and out. Throw-in coming up for Mount Vernon. Audrey Johnson scored 2 goals today. She's got 9 for the season. Braylee Morris scored 2. She's got 6 for the season. Channing Sierra scored 2. She's got 4 for the season. That was a trip. It's not called. Left-footed shot and scooped up by Canales. Canales punts it away. And there's nobody there for Homestead. It's all white shirts. Mount Vernon clears toward the sideline. Will that stay in? It does for now. Back toward the middle of the field for Borchers. Borchers continues to battle, but it's taken away by the Marauders. Again, that goal for Eddy earlier in this game was her 3rd of the year. Ashlyn Murphy got her 2nd. As whistles blow, and I think this might be a free kick for the Spartans. It will be. I'm told there's another keeper in the box for Homestead. That's either Aria Cook or Campbell Nix. Checking the roster, those are the only other goalies on the roster besides Canales. Eddy makes her move, makes another move. Little through ball up the field. Ashlyn Murphy pushing. Murphy to her right. Goalie comes out. Ball goes in. Ashlyn Murphy, her 2nd goal of the game. She scored right before halftime.
Goal for Homestead.
And Homestead's up 9-1.
Ashlyn Murphy.
And now some more subs will come in for Sparty. I think they're getting some of the starters back in. It's been a long rest for a lot of those girls with Homestead having such a big lead. Yeah, Aubrey Johnson's back on the pitch. And I can tell you why they're bringing the starters back in. I think I know the answer. We'll save that for a little bit later. If you were joining me earlier in the broadcast, I might have given it away already, but we'll go ahead and keep it on the low for now. And a new goalie in for Homestead. Again, that's either Cook or Nix, who's in the goal for Sparty. That's a takeaway by Sierra up the field. That ball gets loose. Homestead gets a touch. They get in the box. Scooped up in front of the net, and I think that's Jarrett in the goal. Well, the number is 0. If that's correct, that's Peyton Carter. That's a big stop for Mount Vernon. Across midfield, Johnson slipped on top of the ball. Cleared to the sideline. That's going out. Throw in coming up for Mount Vernon. 9-1 in Homestead's favor. The most goals they've scored this year is 11. That was in the opener against Leo. I'll double check to see how Leo's doing. I think they've got a pretty good record right about now. They just beat Concordia on Thursday. Yeah, Leo's 4-2. So that was a marquee win on the road for these Lady Spartans. Trying to get one here at home. And here they go.
Take it all the way, Allie.
Into the box.
Come on out.
And contact in the box as this ball rolls out. They're calling that a goal kick. I thought they were going to call a foul, which would lead to a penalty kick.
Wow. Wait, what happened to that? Good run, Allie. He didn't call anything.
As I skim through the replay here, I'm surprised that didn't warrant a foul called. But a takeaway by Homestead. That shot is going over the goal with 9:28 and counting to play.
Entering the game for Mount Vernon, number 7, Greer Stamper.
Greer Stamper will re-enter for Mount Vernon. Let's talk about the Leo Lions. They take on New Haven on Tuesday. That'll be their second conference game of the season. Homestead gets a touch. Little through ball. Defenders get back there. Ball's deflected and kicked out by the Marauders. Kept alive by Maddie Wilson. Wilson trying to get around Audrey Royer. Sent back across midfield. Morris out in front. Morris in the box. Shot. Goal! That's it. McKinley Morris. There's your ball game.
Oh, once they hit 10, that's it.
And now
Score
Morris.
for Homestead, McKinley Morris.
I thought she was hobbling at first. It looks like she might be okay. She might have just been celebrating with her teammates. Well, I'm going to go ahead and show you this goal, even though this game is now officially over. But I am going to go ahead and show you the replay. It's brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. And again, that was a legal play. Morris waited until the ball got past the last line and then just put it to the right of Peyton Carter in net. And it's 10-1 Homestead. That is your final. The Homestead Spartans go to 5-0 on the season, and they hand Mount Vernon their first loss of the year, their first loss and their worst loss. Homestead will be off until Thursday. On that day, they'll go on the road to play Warsaw, and that's a Warsaw team that's 3-1 on the season. So another big challenge coming up for Sparty. And then a week from today, they'll be right back here taking on another tough challenge, the Lawrence North Wildcats, who's 4-1-1 on the season. But today is a day to celebrate for Homestead. They win 10-1 over Mount Vernon as the game closes with 8:08 to go and a 9-goal win for Sparty. It's time to recognize our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game, and I'm going to recognize 3 players today, 3 girls who scored 2 goals apiece. Audrey Johnson, Braylee Morris, and Channing Sierra. And again, my apologies if I mispronounced that, but those 3 are your Parkview Sports Medicine players of the game. Again, Homestead a winner, 10-1 over Mount Vernon. That's going to do it from here at Tea Garden Stadium. For my cameraman, Rob Rhodes, this is Thad Goff saying so long from Tea Garden Stadium. You've been watching high school soccer on SummitCitySports.com. Again, Homestead your winner, 10-1 over Mount Vernon.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.